Smartphones are hacking into our minds and hijacking how we think. That may sound crazy, but it's nothing further from the truth. In today's fast-paced world, phones have become something that every single person uses. Every single person in their daily routines. Even if you go outside, no matter the person, every single person will have one little of these cell phones. It's honestly something that's grown and gone to a big difference between the world. Honestly, it's grown and become a bigger stem to technology, and there's a reason why people use cell phones more than other devices and why there is the general cell phone addiction. The root of cell phone addiction lies in its design and functionality. The reason this is because how easy and portable it is. A cell phone can be quite small and can be put in your pocket, unlike a whole computer or a television or any sort of other gadget. It's also behavior between the phone, but people using it over and over and over can be pretty effective, and its usability between the entire world. Another issue is the social media and our attention spans towards it. Some people's attention spans have been really affected thanks to a cell phone. And unfortunately, that affects us in the real life, looking at one thing or looking at the other, or in general how we look at things in general. Because we're too distracted looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who knows how many things in general with our phones at the same time, or even different devices. And that can create another big problem and can also create the following issues. Anxiety levels is also a big issue because of cell phones. Someone can be too much on social media or something like that, focusing too much, and can have too much anxiety, too much stress, and many other issues. Socially, a smartphone can also isolate us from the real world. We cannot talk with real people or be connected with other people, and that will have us have communication issues and more problems when it comes to interaction between a person and a person, which can be an emotional connection or issues that can be through cell phones. Cell phone problems can also have connections with social media, with other people, meeting other people where they mean bad intentions. And another thing that also has an effect is physical health. Physical health can be affected if gone into a very large addiction. Now, for this large addiction is for using it for a very prolonged amount of time. For this, basically, that you can affect your rhythm or your daily schedule and basically your activities, so you can have less communication, have less sun on your body, and basically can affect you slowly and effectively. In conclusion, smartphone addiction is a modern problem and kind of like an epidemic that demands our attention. We need to make sure to use phones and electronics in general with moderation and not fall into its hijacking traps. We must prioritize its real world issues and make sure to use it moderately to take its advantages and not overuse it, because if we overuse it, then there's no point and it's just going to make things worse. We need to learn to use more balancing and have a healthier balance between the digital world and the real world, so technology can help us, not control us.